Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida State Seminoles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Seminoles will put total leather and we'll get started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. When you think of the significance of these two programs in the history of college football, remarkable that they've only been playing since 1951.
It's crazy because there's so many games you can pull out of your brain, Reese, and I'm sure because you were born then.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab on the shot. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Leaves it with the running back. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Where it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Fires to the right. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Blackwell. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. To throw on first down. Got the quick pass. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Now, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him. But they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
Second down.
And the Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. And Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warrick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think of swag, Reese. Just guys that I know I could throw to the outside that had swag that could take it to the house and make big plays.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. The Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Hand off from the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
It'll be 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
No 1st down. That's fine. We got the completion. We had a successful play. And it sets up now a 4th down situation where, yes, I'm going for it.
4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He makes a grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable, because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that 4th down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Noles! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. up on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. There he goes! There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Hurricanes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Beck. He's got it down the middle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw, but a nice job being poised and making a good decision.
It's a seam wide open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Fletcher. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Hurricanes are threatening on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost him a big play on 1st down. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
In the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing the 3rd down.
Trying to find the end zone. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own 1. Gives them a little breathing room, picks up 5, and gets it to the 7-yard line.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
And the Noles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Hammers his way across the 10, picks up 4 to the 11.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. And the Seminoles line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to throw, it's Beck. Fires to the wideout. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. Bringing it back. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach, and it's not speed, it's not strength, it's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Off play action on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. With the catch, it's Pittman. Turning it on! Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. That's the way you get things going. A huge play and now attacking from just inside the red zone. They'll run it. It's Williams. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give is to Williams. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him still on his feet. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead. Keep nice rhythm, in sync.
Fair catch, called for and made. 5 starts from their own 25-yard line. Quickly out to 5 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Daniels.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. To the air. It's back. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. That is no good. Boy, they could have used that field goal to draw a little closer, but still an 8-point game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Hurricanes will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Blackwell. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start this third quarter with a run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Trying to get behind the defense. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
Looking to throw on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. Touchdown, Florida State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. Guys, so far this hasn't been wide right or wide left. The Seminoles have been on point as they build this lead.
And the Seminole dynasties were always built on elite playmaking offense, teams that can score points. This is a rivalry game with Miami, Palmer, but they're putting up points when it matters.
Yeah, they're not going to let this one come down to the kicker for another wide right. They're just going to handle the business here on the field offensively and defensively. They have smothered Miami all game long.
Wants to throw on first down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And that's just a ball he has to catch. As a tight end, you know you're going to be working the middle of the field all game long, and when you have opportunities like that, man, you got to make them count.
Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Fletcher. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck. He's going to throw deep right side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39.
It is hard to get sacks on screens. I mean, the offensive linemen stay with you for a little bit. Defensive linemen score through. A lot of times they read the screen and backpedal. Not on this one. They got through, got to the quarterback, got him on the ground. Not good execution by the offense, but still counts as a sack.
They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming.
Well, this offense is giving a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity because first and second down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable fourth down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. QB draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Hurricanes will kick it away to start us off. Well, that will give them good field position as he kicks it out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
The Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Castellanos. Buying some time. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. RPO complete to open the drive. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Wants to fire on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Daniels. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Seminoles will boot it away to start the game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Makes the grab over the middle. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Fletcher. Powers through the defender. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Release to the back. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And that's a good sight to see from this defense. Last week, they gave up a ton of points in a loss. This week, get a deflection early. Hopefully see the ball a little bit better, play the passing game better. This defense definitely has to improve from what it was a week ago.
That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
3rd down, defense is thinking pass, so those defensive ends rushing up the field, that plays perfectly into the running back screen. Great play call at the right time.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the air on 1st down. There's the pressure. That's caught. It's Fletcher. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy this defense.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. You got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up the sack.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. To throw, it's Beck. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. And if they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Guys, this is a team that struggled mightily last year, and the entire offseason was built around performing better in ACC play.
Well, they just didn't have the dudes to get it done last year. Didn't have enough talent, but they're a year older. They've gone to the transfer portal. They've done a good job recruiting from the high school ranks. And, David, they think this year they've got the guys they need to win more games in ACC play.
Hey, Coach Palmer, you sound like every coach in the country, right? Like, Hey, we restocked, we retooled, we're a year older, we went to the transfer portal. Success is coming. Listen, they got to find a way to get better. They got to find a way in games how to execute, how to finish games. They struggled finishing games a year ago, so I'm looking forward to seeing this, and I love the coach being part of it.
The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Castellanos. Good timing on the quick out. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Man, you have to do everything in your power not to let your momentum carry you out of bounds short of the first down marker.
And I would argue, too, maybe you run your route a little bit deeper. You got to understand where the first down marker is and where I got to get to. But, yeah, I'm not running out of bounds. I'm lowering my shoulder and trying to get as much yardage as I can to make this fourth down manageable.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Wide open downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And that's a really difficult route to handle if you can get a big fella working the outside in the corner like that.
No doubt, because he runs upfield first and then makes a beeline towards the sideline. So whether it's man or zone, you can throw that football away from the defender and make some big plays.
See, this was kind of an interconference battle every time they played, but no doubt, David, this game just holds so much more significance to both programs.
Both in the state of Florida.
Oh, out of space. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And the Canes want to crank the tempo. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. The sweet feet buy a little time. Touchdown, Miami! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Blackwell. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back to pass, it's Applewhite. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Line getting set on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Just going to keep it after the snap. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
The Noles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll go to the sneak. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
A aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Fletcher. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
Miami 7, Florida State 0.
First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Beck. Makes the grab. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Running the red zone. It's Fletcher. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. And the Canes are marching down the field. Power ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Cincinnati is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Desmond Ridder should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 4 to Notre Dame. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. He's going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires it. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Makes the grab. It's Daniels. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Give to the back. And the Hurricanes get enough to move the chains.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. They're going to ride this running back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. Those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The Canes line it up with a 1st and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Going for the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
He'll bring it out. It's Blackwell. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. Finds his target down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Noles will hustle to the line. Looking to fire. Bring in the heat. He'll pull it down and run. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him move outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's loose. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution. Picking up not only the 1, making it an even bigger play and getting the 1st down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Catch in the middle, it's White. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Seminoles, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Scanning the field, it's Castellanos. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Noles!
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry-up. give it to the back. Oh, it's out. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots at attack?
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Looking downfield, it's Beck. This time it's complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Fletcher. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Fletcher. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Got it! So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Miami.
They'll immediately call timeout. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They'll try to pound their way in. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to get it done with the run here on third and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Blackwell. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Miami 24, Florida State 7.
And the Hurricanes will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Blackwell. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he's stopped at the 14. This drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Oh, they're after him. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Finds a man on the left. He steps out of bounds at the 16, but now they have some room to operate.
There's just so much chemistry between this quarterback and his receiver, and you saw it right there. Down the perimeter, trying to work the boundary. Just put it somewhere near him. He'll catch it, he'll get a foot down, and help out his offense.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away. Fires downfield. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job on the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Got it behind the line. It's Fletcher. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Canes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Unloads to the wideout. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's McCoy. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Webster. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. The Seminoles moving quickly to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll throw on 3rd down. Pressure coming. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the 2nd half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Beck. Gets it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. He'll start this drive going to the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play, some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers, and it's just a great history at Florida State. They've been up and down in their recent history, but this team back in the day, man, Doak was rocking. Everybody wanted to be a Florida State Seminole.
Offense getting set for first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Caught, close to the marker, it's Pittman. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays.
He's going to fire deep. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown Seminole. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just standing there. That's pretty much what just happened there.
This drive will start at the 25.
A struggle.
Miami, 27. Florida State, 14.
The throws to the wideout. Got that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
This game, what can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Across the 25. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this Q passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
The run to the left. Up in the backfield, he's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to be aggressive. You know, they have to be a go.
The problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing completion.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you gotta love this defensive performance against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays and keep an offense on.
Time running out, and he goes.
Put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
Well, there's no quitting this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. Rifles it down the middle. Makes the grab right down the middle. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And the Seminoles headed quickly to the line. To the air on first down. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the right. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six, but he needs to be more accurate.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40. At the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Florida State, 14.
Kick coverage team was ready in their lanes, and he would have been better off just to take the knee in the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Caught over the middle, it's White. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Robinson. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Everybody has to be looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Hit as he throws. And time today. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And this is exactly the situation you want to get in as a defense. You got the lead late in the football game. You know they got to throw. And what do? You get to the quarterback, you hit him, and you get pressure on him. And then what happens, Paul?
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Canes. They push out this lead in the fourth quarter, and it might be enough to give them that elusive second win of the season. The Hurricanes continue to gain strength, and they have built a lead on the Noles.
I think that speed from Miami is really starting to show itself here in the football game, and it just doesn't look like Florida State at this point, David, can keep up with all of that athleticism.
Speed and swag. They got it going now. They got the confidence going, and when Miami gets the confidence going, it is tough to beat. Florida State's going to have to make something happen and make it happen fast.
Looking for a man, it's Castellanos. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
The defense puts the exclamation point